You probably thought you've seen everything when it comes to base designs in Once Human. But sometimes the real game changers are the small tricks hiding in plain sight. In this video, I'm sharing 4 DIY tricks that I've personally used across several of my base builds. The thing is, these tricks often go unnoticed, mainly because I don't point them out. They're quietly blended into the design, so unless you're really interested in how the base is built, you'd probably miss them. So today we're putting them front and center. Let's jump into the 4 DIY tricks you might have seen before. First up, the floating ball in the pool. If you've seen my cozy, serene, modern base, you might have noticed a yoga ball just chilling in the indoor pool. It's a small detail, but it really adds to the realism. Here's how to do it. You'll need a specific table that comes from the Advanced Battle Pass. What makes this furniture special is that it can be placed directly on natural terrain. Once you've set up your pool, place that table in the water. Adjust the height based on how deep you want the ball to appear, then place the yoga ball right on top of the table. Now here's the trick. Relocate your base to the exact same spot. After relocation, anything placed on natural ground disappears, but objects placed above it stay. And just like that, you've got a floating ball on the water. Moving on, the second one is raising foundation height. Some of you might have noticed that a few of my bases are built way higher than what seems possible. Normally, the game limits you to building about 8 stories high, but this trick lets you stretch that height a bit more. Here's how to do it. Start with a clean area. No structures, no furniture. Place your terminal in the center of your territory as a reference point. Now hold Alt and scroll your mouse wheel to raise the whole territory up. Just be careful not to go too far. You'll see a white perimeter box around the area. If that gets raised too far off the ground, you won't be able to reach it and you'll be stuck. But if you get the height just right, you can build much taller and more dramatic structures than usual. Next up is the custom tray ceiling. This one adds a unique touch that helps break away from the typical flat ceiling look. I use this in the cozy, serene base as well, and it gave the interior a more layered and modern vibe. To do it, you need to start by placing a foundation that's just one step lower than the main one. Then stack the following pieces in this order: a 1/8 wall, a 1/2 wall, and then another 1/8 wall on top. That combination creates the right height difference to allow a ceiling to overlap slightly with the one beside it. It's a subtle detail, but visually it really shifts the tone of the space. And finally, let's talk about garage. You might have seen this in one of my older builds, a clean, horizontal window pattern that gives off a natural garage vibe. To get that look, start with a stone parapet. Then place a 1/8 wall beside it, depending on which direction you want the window to appear. After that, replace the stone parapet with a concrete parapet. Now just repeat the process, and you'll end up with this consistent line of slim, horizontal windows. It's simple, but adds a detail if you're going for a garage or industrial feel. Those are the 4 DIY tricks you might have already seen in my designs. I usually don't point them out because I like to focus on the overall build, but when used right, these little things can really level up your base. If any of these help you out, let me know in the comments. And if you've got your own small tricks or creative methods, feel free to share them. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.